The Sum of the Matter, Episode 3. In the Beginning. Disclaimer. If you haven't read or listened to our backstory yet, we encourage everyone that is new here to start there. That way you'll get a glimpse into our past and a peek at where we are now. As we continue to explore the ancient text of the Hebrew Bible and consider whether or not the words found therein are true, we invite you to come along on our journey. A journey for the plain and simple. We are not scholars and don't claim to be. In fact, we are only high school educated and self-taught thinkers and studiers. We are also not necessarily authors either. We are trying the best we can to express our thoughts and opinions, but find it is not always easy nor eloquent in how to dictate our thoughts into words. We have come to the current conclusion that the more you think you know, the more you realize that you don't know anything at all. However, if there is a God, and if He has a purpose for our life, including directions on how best to live it, we believe it is our duty to know, to do, and to share to the best of our ability. We never thought we would find ourselves here, questioning our worldview and deconstructing everything we thought we knew. The thoughts found here are not written in stone, and our understanding may change at any time. We can't guarantee where this journey will take us, but if you find yourself there too, we hope you will join us. In the beginning. In the beginning of God's creating, in the Hebrew Bible, the earth was empty, void, and dark. One could even describe it as chaos. But then, God spoke, and everything changed. He created light, separated the waters, brought forth the land and the sea, and all that was on and within. Everything was declared to be Tav. But what does that really mean? If this is the truth of the beginning, and it therefore forms the basis and foundation for everything we believe, then we had better be diligent in defining and understanding the true meaning. English translators have chosen the word good for the Hebrew word tav, but I fear that we might be a little lost in translation. Some consider defining tav through what we see and learn at creation. Everything created was and still is necessary for producing life and contained the potential for more life within. If creation, working together, is producing life, then it is fulfilling the purpose for which it was created, and thus it is Tav. Everything also was beneficial for man, which was the culmination of God's creation. Man was also Tav. However, quite quickly, when a man was created and placed in the garden to work it, we are told it is not Tav for this man to be alone. He needed a suitable helper corresponding to him. And so God formed woman because it was not beneficial for man to be alone. We'll discuss the significance of this and their creation in another post. But for right now, our continued focus is on the word tav. Let's put together a working definition of tav as functional, fulfilling, life-producing, beneficial, necessary, obedient. Can we assume then that not tav can help us define its opposite, ra? Ra is the Hebrew word that is translated as evil in our English Bibles. But again, we must ask ourselves, what is ra? We first see ra when God refers to the tree of the knowledge of tav and ra. So, is it safe to assume that ra is the opposite of tav? How then might we define it? Dysfunctional? Unfulfilled? Life-destroying? Dangerous? Harmful? Disobedient? Many people believe that Ra, or evil, is synonymous with the devil or Satan. However, this dual power is nowhere to be found in the Tanakh. We'll address Hasatan later, so be looking for that in a future post. However, did you know that Isaiah 45:7 says, I, God, form the light and create darkness. I make peace and I create evil. I am the Lord who does all of these. Wait, what? Have you ever considered that before? Yes, I know Christianity will tell you that God allows or ordains the devil and his wickedness, but if there really is no such thing as the devil, and God is actually the one that creates evil too, well, that's a little different than what they teach in Sunday school, right? Western philosophies see good and evil as opposing opposites, dualism. However, Eastern traditions view it as equals and necessary for perfect balance. You can't have one without the other, just like you can't have light without darkness, north without south, cold without heat, short without tall, and so forth. Is God giving us a glimpse here into His nature? Is He the perfect balance of Tav and Ra? Can He be functional and dysfunctional? Beneficial and harmful? Life-producing and destructive? In perfect balance? Can we? What happens if Tav and Ra become unbalanced? I encourage you to really think critically about this concept and join us for our next post.